So this is the year of the 2011 at SHOT Show. We have seen so many offerings of 2011s, and honestly, the prices are all over the place as far as range, but this is one of the best values that I've seen. I'm not going to tell you the price, you're going to have to go look it up, but it is the SDS Imports Mac 9 double stack. So here is the just regular 5-inch version. They've updated this since last year. We showed you these at Range Day last year, and I was blown away by them. This now has a universal rail on it. The dust cover comes all the way to the end. And look, if you're not familiar with these, this is an advantage because it adds weight out here on the end of the gun, which in turn helps reduce recoil. But these things, the barrel fit is perfect on these. The lockup is fantastic. This has that sort of that has a bull barrel in it. Of course, it's a polymer grip, but it has a magwell built right into it. It's got all the features you would expect on a 2011, a skeletonized flat face trigger. You've got the cuts that go all the way through so you can see the barrel. Fiber optic front sight, uses the Agency Arms optics plate system. That's new, and that's actually really cool because that system works really well. Ambi thumb safeties. I think they've updated the controls a little bit on here, but that's really cool. And then here's the best part. They lowered the price substantially, to be honest with you, which is also crazy because the price point was already, in my opinion, way more than fair. This one, and don't mind this, the plate is gone here. This is the Agency Arms optics plate system ready to go. So normally this would have a plate here with a sight, but that's what it looks like without it on there. This is the comped version, slightly more money, but it has this giant big old port up here in it. Otherwise, same set of features. Oh, I lied. It does have an oversized mag release. Otherwise, the same set of features. Really, really a lot of gun for what you're paying for. Also, the universal rail on this one. Dust cover comes all the way to the end. Check them out, the Mac 9 DS series of 2011s or double stack pistols. This is the brand new Bersa M2 XI. It's yet another double stack 1911. In this case, the model, the M2 XI, actually is 2011 in Roman numerals, which is kind of clever. It's an American-made double stack, 9mm. We're just going to quickly run through some of the features. It has a full-length dust rail, has a universal 1913 pick rail under here. It is completely stainless gun, so the slide is stainless. The barrel, there's a bull barrel in here. It's a 5-inch gun. Bull barrel is stainless. The frame is stainless. Of course, the grip is polymer. Has a magwell on it. It's got the dual thumb safeties. The slide release actually is kind of oversized and sticks out pretty far. I think maybe I would lock this open, or maybe it would not stay locked open with the way I grip a gun. But I don't know, I guess we'd have to shoot it and see. Trigger is flat-faced with serrations on it. What else? There's some nice cuts on the top of the slide here that actually look pretty cool. There's some down the side of the frame that kind of match it. It seems like it's a pretty nice gun. Fit is nice on the barrel. And then of course we've got these cuts, these window cuts through the slide so you can actually see the stainless barrel. It's pretty aesthetically pleasing. Got a night sight here in the front, a Numeriglow, and an Numeriglow in the back as well, actually. So those are going to both have tritium in them. Boy, it's been a long day already. And then there's these U-shaped cuts here in the rear. It will come optics ready, but it was not clear, since this is a prototype, what exactly it will come optics ready for, or what plates they'll have available. It's going to start shipping in just the next couple months. It's going to be competitively priced with like the Prodigy, for example. So you can go to Guns America for the full write-up, for the full specs, and to kind of see those things that we don't talk about here on YouTube. But anyway, that's the new Bersa M2 XI. So in my hands is the brand new Staccato P4, and man, you're going to want to hear about this. This is some pretty innovative stuff from Staccato. So this new P4 no longer uses a Series 70 trigger. They've actually made it drop safe. It's a modified Series 80 trigger. There's no longer a grip safety back here, so you can actually get higher on this. And then imagine this, imagine not having to buy 2011 mags. This now uses Glock 17 mags. So they've somehow done some magic inside here, and it will actually ship with 18 round mags, MECGAR 18 round mags. So really interesting handgun. The 4 is called the 4 because it's a 4-inch barrel. The dust cover comes all the way out to the end here. There's also a 4.5 model. Dust cover comes out a little further, barrel's a little bit longer. It is optics ready. You can run either a Delta Point Pro or an RMR on this. You've obviously got this backup iron in here. The barrel is a bull barrel with some fluting underneath it. There's some fluting right here on the around the ejection port. It's ambi, so you can, I'm not going to drop the slide on this, but you can drop, well, I did. Okay, that's very sensitive. But you can drop the slide from this side or this side. Obviously, we have thumb safeties on both sides, and you can reverse the mag release for a left-handed shooter. So it's kind of got a little bit of a built-in mag well here. There's some pretty aggressive stippling here on the sides. Pretty interesting pistol, honestly. So the Glock mag is pretty huge. 2011 that's drop safe. Staccato, I think, knocked this out of the park. So you guys tell me what you think in the comments. Obviously, I haven't shot this yet. It's actually launching in 5 days. The 28th of January is what I'm told. And we're in the Jacob Gray booth right now. In my hands is a brand new 1911 double stack or 2011, whichever you prefer. It's a brand new pistol. It's an improvement on sort of their previous line, and it's called the Hex. And if you look at this CNC machined grip module, you can see why it's called the Hex. They've come up with a very unique texture or pattern here on this grip. It's got a lot of texture, and yet it doesn't tear up your hands, which is a really nice feature. The back strap back here still has a lot of texture on it, really fine aluminum stippling, I guess, or machining. Same thing with the front here. It's slightly less aggressive. We have the undercut here, machined into this. There's even some really fine machining here in front of the back of the pick rail. This thing's actually gorgeous. This is a premium 2011. Some of the features is this is a 4 1/4 inch stainless steel bull barrel. It's DLC coated. You can see how smooth it looks. It is double ported, as you can see right here. And then those portholes come through on the slide. It's very attractive. Right down the top of the slide here, there are cuts that are going to help reduce glare. And then, of course, we've got a steel front sight here. This is an HS sight. We've got suppressor height sights back here, steel sight, and then it's optics ready. So there's a plate here. You can mount an optic on it. The entire grip and frame are aluminum, and they're anodized. They come in 3 different colors. So this is the flat dark earth, there's a green, and there's also a black. The grip safety is pinned, so you don't have to worry about getting that depressed. And then, of course, we've got the dual thumb safeties. It's kind of got a built-in mag well here on this aluminum grip, which is really a pretty nice feature. This thing is going to be awesome to carry, to shoot. Yeah, I can't say enough about how good the machining and the quality of the workmanship are on this pistol. It also has a toolless guide rod, if I didn't mention that before. It's got a 1-piece aluminum trigger in here, and it's comes set at 3.5 pounds right off the bat. So, and it feels really crisp, really nice. This is a great 2011. So if you're looking for something more in the premium, different than everybody else that's buying the, you know, lower budget models, this is definitely going to be sort of a showstopper. This is the brand new Springfield Armory double stack Prodigy, or 2011, whatever you want to call it, but it takes a double stack mag. It's a compact version. It's a 3.5 inch barrel. It's also available in a 4 1/4 inch barrel. We actually did a full review on this just a few days ago, and I loved it. I shot this 3.5 inch version. It shot really tight groups. It was really easy to shoot. I am seriously considering carrying this going forward. A couple things about this thing that you want to know about. It's actually an aluminum frame here. This is polymer, the grip is, but the frame itself is aluminum to save some weight, so it's not so heavy. If I remember correctly, it weighed about 25 ounces. They shortened up the beaver tail here so that it's easier to conceal, and when they did that, they also bobbed the hammer so it doesn't stick out so far. You can just see that when it lays down, but it's still nice. Skeletonized hammer, skeletonized trigger. There's serrations on the face of the trigger. You still have a 1913 pick rail under here for mounting lights or lasers. It's you got the thumb safety on both the left and the right side. Iron sights that co-witness well with a red dot. I can't say enough good about this, actually. I didn't have a single malfunction with it when I shot it and tested it, but it's new here for SHOT Show, so it makes our list. And we're at the Alpha Foxtrot Bay here, and we're checking out their 2011, which is pretty impressive. It's made actually in Georgia, and they're importing some parts from Korea, and they're building the complete gun with those parts. The gun, I mean, the slide is super smooth. The barrel lockup is really tight. This is their new version. It's called the Romulus, and it's a polymer grip. It's obviously steel frame. It comes with a mag well on it. Skeletonized flat face trigger, and it's got this sort of 3-port comp, and they can either press it on or thread it. It's got a fiber optic front sight here. This has got an RMSC dot on it, but they can also do it in RMR. Anyway, it seems to be a lot of gun, full-length dust cover. It's a lot of gun for the price point. So you're going to want to check out the actual write-up on Guns America for that, because we're not doing prices on our YouTube channel now, but it seems to be quite a gun. So let's shoot it and just see what we think of it. There's almost no recoil. I mean, that comp is really working. Seems to be a lot of guns, so we probably need to get one of these in and do a full review of Guns America, but yeah, check them out. It's the Foxtrot, or the Alpha Foxtrot 2011, the Romulus. So this is the brand new Kimber 2K11. Kimber has been famous for making 1911s for a long time, single stacks, and they finally have come out with a double stack 1911, and they're calling it the 2K11. So they did a great job on this. It's very attractive looking. I think it actually looks great. So let's just take a quick look here at what they've got going on. They've got this Cerakoted magwell, which looks really nice. It's a polymer grip. Obviously, it's a steel frame here. The trigger is flat-faced and skeletonized. There's some really attractive cuts on the slide, and there's cuts that go all the way through. And there's even flutes on the barrel here where it shows up in the ejection port. If we pop this open and look at the barrel itself, it's got flutes on it, which are nice. Even the guide rod has some sort of cuts in it there. We've got a Picatinny rail, and we've got sort of an angled cut there on the frame. We've got little thumb safeties, skeletonized hammer. There's some pretty attractive or pretty good stippling here on the grip. It's undercut up under here. They did a nice job. It's really a nice looking gun. So we're going to shoot it and see what we think. Oh, there's a front fiber optic here and adjustable rear. That's kind of the story. So, all right. So shoot smooth. Slide feels great. I mean, it really is. Feels really smooth. So that's the new Kimber 2K11. I am at the EAA booth. So new from EAA are these two handguns right here. This is the Witness 2311 Match, which is a steel frame gun, and it's got some heft and some weight to it. Real nice double stack 1911 magwell, full pick rail. The dust cover runs all the way to the end. It's got a bull barrel in here. Well, no, it's not really a bull barrel, but it is. It doesn't have a bushing on the end. Skeletonized hammer, nice skeletonized trigger.
Optic ready?
Yeah, it is optic ready?
Yeah, just 2 screws, pops off, optic goes on.
Okay, so optic ready. And then this is the other version that is also brand new. It's called the Match X. Same set of features, except it's an aluminum frame, so it's a lot lighter, and it has a single port comp on the end of it. So that's what it looks like. It looks real nice. It's actually quite a bit lighter. We're going to go ahead and just run some rounds through the regular match real quick, and I'll tell you what I think. So we're going to give it a quick dry fire. I want to feel the trigger. All right. Uh-oh, we had a malfunction. All right, it feels like a double stack 1911 9. It feels good. You guys are going to love the price point on these. Go check out Guns America for the full write-up, so you can kind of see what that is. But the price point on them is great. Obviously, these are kind of the first ones here. It's cold, so you know that happens. But I like it. I'm excited to actually get one in and do a full review on it and kind of run it through the paces. This is the OA Defense brand new 2311 Pro Elite. What's new about it is an aluminum grip. So that's a new feature on these OA Defenses. Also new, they are now shipping with the Magpul T320 magazine. So that's what they now come with. So we're going to give this a shot. It's definitely heavier than the polymer grip. You still got the magwell on here. It's pretty aggressive texturing, as you can see. But really kind of an interesting take on the 2011 or a double stack 1911 taking these P320 mags. So we're going to go ahead and just shoot it real quick and let you know what we think about it. Okay, it's smooth, it's flat, it shoots nice. It is really cold and windy out here today, and that texture is very aggressive. You can definitely feel it in your hands. It's not flipping around. They did a nice job on the undercuts here. It's got a flat face trigger. This is actually ported. I didn't mention that before, but there is a port in the barrel on either side. So really cool. So we have the full write-up on Guns America's website where you can see the price and the other specs. So go check that out if you want to learn more. You guys also know what you can do on Guns America's website. So if you want one of these, that'd be a good place to start. STP is a company that is now importing high-end 2011 and 1911 pistols. They're made in Germany. They're all machine parts. There's no MIM parts on them. This is really high-end stuff. This is a metal grip here. This is a 6-inch bull barrel version. We're going to shoot it in just a second, but I'm going to show you one or two more. Here's a full race gun setup with a charging handle on it and a 3-port, 4-port compensator on the end. Red dots mounted here so that it doesn't reciprocate with the slide. Also a metal grip. Really high-end, high-quality stuff. They also make some 1911s, as you can see here, but we're going to go ahead and just shoot the 6-inch real quick. There you have it, STP made in Germany, new 2011s.